Legends tell of a kingdom many years ago whose name has been lost to time. A place of prosperity and the good-hearted, blessed with peace. From her throne, the queen watched the passing of the seasons as bountiful harvests graced her beloved subjects. But nothing lasts forever, and the young queen soon fell gravely ill. The kingdom's prosperity faded with its queen, and not here long, the throne sat empty. For 7 days and 7 nights, the people of the kingdom held awake for her, with one question on everyone's lips: who shall inherit the throne? With the kingdom in disarray, nobles assembled their hosts, and war ravaged those bounteous lands. Long years of despair reigned, but amidst the darkness, a spark of hope ignited far away from that devastated city. Rygar was a tough, weathered man, owner of a humble tavern called Traveler's Rest. In desperation, hundreds flocked to Rygar, pleading for food and shelter. He responded by taking them in under his protection. Rygar and the others built and worked the land, and the humble tavern became the wealthiest in the kingdom. His followers founded the Fellowship of Tavern Keepers and departed to spread his teachings. Thanks to Rygar, the kingdom recovered its former glory. Rygar was named the Tavern Keeper King, and the city was called Rylia, in honor of the man who had brought hope back again. On his deathbed, he told his disciples with a smile, "Only one who has served 1,000 times can be worthy of being served." With him gone, the Fellowship of Tavern Keepers decided who should be the next king peacefully, just as their leader would have wanted. Neither blood nor riches would ever rule over Rylia. Since then, the Tavern Keeper's king's legacy has lived on, keeping the kingdom strong and prosperous for centuries. Now, the castle's horns are blaring, and that can only mean one thing. The Fellowship of Tavern Keepers has been summoned. The most capable in the realm are preparing for what is to come. Who can surpass the rest of the members of the Fellowship for honor and glory?
And with that, welcome to Traveler's Rest. In case you don't know, let me give you a little sit-rep. Traveler's Rest is a cozy game in the same genre as Stardew Valley or Graveyard Keeper. It's a tavern simulator that has been in early access since 2020 and got a huge update shortly before the time of recording. I also had a look at the planned updates, and I am so looking forward to the way this game will grow. If you get the chance, absolutely get yourself this game. It is already well worth it. Now, these are the first 10 days of 100 days in Traveler's Rest. Enjoy. After I made the most optimistic financial decision of my life by buying a rundown tavern from a random stranger after a few beers, met an impolite ghost cat, and went to sleep on a glorified wooden pallet, day 2 turned out to be an interesting experience. I cleaned my new tavern, finally completing the chores I keep putting off for weeks on end, and decorated with some dead plants. I was sent into the cellar and murdered some rats. Why I, a normal human, beat them to death with a mop when I have a divine cat in my tavern is a mystery to me, but I digress. I collected some beer with worms in it, and as if that wasn't enough, I cooked up the rats I had just killed. Then it was finally time to get my first practice serving customers, in this case also known as standing creepily by their table until they finally order. I'm such an amazing tavern keeper already. Day 3 was a shopping spree. My spirit cat gave me a shopping list and I ran around the entire town to get meat, tools, seeds, workstations and some furniture. In an unexpected highlight, I was allowed to cook food not containing any rats and brew beer devoid of worms. I also built a lot of workstations and gathered materials to repair my tavern because, in case you hadn't noticed, I have holes in my floors and hay in my roof. Waking up on day 4, I realized that I have done it again. I have spent 6 days in bed without moving or doing anything while my tavern was being repaired, because we are now on the 10th day of spring. But no matter, my tavern is now holeless and I could harvest all the crops I planted on day 3, placed a second table and opened my tavern for the first time. I leveled up the tavern's reputation for the first time and went into a spooky cave where I lit Rygar's torch and netted myself the recipes for bruschetta and salad. And with that, the tutorial is done, throwing me into the joys of being an adult, beholden to no one but the evil force of money. To my surprise, I also adopted a cat this evening and named her Charity. She wasn't supposed to arrive until the morning of day 5, but at least she arrived. Hi, this is Editing D-Herb popping in to say that if you like this video, even just marginally, please leave a like. I have played the tutorial 3 separate times for this video alone and I am dead on my feet, so it would mean a lot to me. Alright, back to the video. With my feline companion already adopted, I was free to go to the town the next day, where I arrived way too early and had to wait around a bunch for the shops to open. I bought some buckets for ease of cooking and brewing, some seeds because I love gardening, fish for cooking, and attempted to buy a grinder but was, unfortunately, way too poor. So I had no choice but to open my tavern and serve some people until I had enough money to go back and buy the grinder. I ended up cooking fish, pressing fruit juice, and baking bread, the reason I needed the grinder in the first place. I acquired the skills harvesting and easy burn and explored the area around my tavern, where I found a turkey and immediately removed it from this mortal coil. Day 6 already set the mood for the rest of the 100 days because I am not running a tavern so much as an inventory nightmare. So my only choice was to immediately craft a chest to have some hope of keeping all my ingredients in order. I opened my tavern and closed early to go to the town to buy more fish, seeds, and a cat bed for Charity. I went down to the farm south of my tavern, where I also met the 2 best characters ever conceived, Bob and Nugget. South of the farm was a new addition to the landscape, a beach where I killed some crabs and harvested tropical fruit. I killed another turkey on my exploration and ended my day by opening the tavern again to earn some more money. The next day perfectly captured the essence of why Traveler's Rest is so amazing to relax. I planted some seeds and opened my tavern. This is what most of the next 93 days will be like. I leveled up, tried to go to the farm again but was too late, and made one very time-consuming mistake. I was under the impression that the quests, much like in Stardew Valley, would time out and there was no harm in accepting them at all, even if I couldn't complete them. I was 100% wrong. I didn't know then, but I do know now that quests are not time sensitive. You have to actually complete them to clear up space for more quests. Out of pure frustration, I built another table and went to bed. Mother Nature gifted me with the fruits of my labor on day 8, and I harvested the crops I had planted. I opened my tavern and accidentally threw everyone out when I attempted to close early, netting me negative reputation. The gods immediately proceeded to punish my impatience when I realized that it was Sunday and the stores were closed, so I had thrown everyone out for nothing. I went to the mountains where I worked off my frustration on yet another innocent turkey and got myself one more recipe. More harvesting awaited on the morning of day 9. After my disappointment of yesterday, I was even happier to go into the town to buy more seeds, fish, and a cat bowl. I went to the farm, bought some milk, and opened my tavern for the day. I leveled up again and acquired the skills Light Feet, Tip, and Haggling. I also used the opportunity of reaching tavern level 5 to get myself 7 new recipes. I went to the beach where I stuck my legs into the water and killed some crabs. But the most exciting thing of day 10 was that I finally learned how to fish from Hickory. I immediately used my new skills to catch some underwear and also a few fish. The rest of the day was rather boring, with more shopping in town, making another chest, cooking a few of my new recipes, and opening my tavern one last time for the evening, closing out day 10 of our journey with about 4.5 gold, 3 tables, and a very happy feeling in my stomach. And that is it for the first leg of the journey to 100 days in Traveler's Rest. I hope you enjoyed the video and see you next episode. Have a wonderful day.